Well, my husband died about a month ago.
I'm sorry for the loss. That must be devastating.
It is.
Was it sudden?
Yeah, car accident. Remember that snowstorm at the end of January? That was it. One car collision, so at least no other casualties.
One is already too many.
True.
How are you handling your grief? Are you sleeping, eating?
I'm eating okay. I mean, it's never really, I mean, we can get into that later, but it's always been a struggle area. I don't know that I'd go so far as to say I had an eating disorder, but it's not normal, whatever it is. But a couple years ago, I pretty much figured out how to autopilot that, so it's been all right. As for the sleep thing, call me Tom Hanks, because I'm sleepless in Overland Park.
Do you have a good support system? Friends, family?
The thing about Dane was, I mean, our friends were always, you know, can I just be real with you here?
Of course. This is strictly confidential. It's a safe space for you to share whatever it is you need to share.
I figured it's just, I haven't told anyone this.
Everything is confidential. Unless I think you might harm yourself or others, everything you say is solely between the two of us.
Nothing like that, I promise. It's just, my wife was trans.
Your
Wife. She wasn't my husband. She was my wife.
I understand.
The problem is that I was the only one who knew. You are quite literally the second person on earth to know. Third, if you count her. She had only just figured it out recently.
I think I see the problem.
To be clear, I was and am completely happy with all of it. I mean, I've been walking in parades alongside my trans friends for decades.
But neither she nor you told anyone else, which means you either have to tell her secret or misgender her.
Exactly.
So have you decided what you'd like to do?
Not remotely.
Which brings you here.
Precisely.
Do you have an idea of what her preference would be, or if her preference is more important to you now?
It is. I mean, neither she nor I believed in an afterlife, so I don't really think there's any chance of her looking down from the heavens on our conversation.
But if she was?
I truly don't know. But I wish I did. I mean, I would want to do what she'd want. She wanted to come out eventually, so maybe that's the right answer, but I also struggle to believe that this is my story to tell.
When people pass away, we inherit a lot of things. Money, clothing, but also their stories. We become the storytellers, keeping them alive. Maybe this is one of those stories.
Maybe. I just keep thinking back to the first time she told me. She had clearly been planning it and thinking about it for a while. She's been dropping hints. I even picked up on a few.
We should watch the L Word. I'm like 80% a lesbian already.
I had a friend once in school who later came out as trans. Let's just say Zelda. That was my wife's name, Zelda. Wasn't the first time someone I thought was a cis male talked about being a lesbian. The difference is that this time I listened. There was talk of her being lesbian, I mean, a lot. She'd also talk about doing drag, but it was always...
I might want to do drag, but nothing too over the top. RuPaul made drag so big, but what about a basic female impersonation?
When we were in college, she even created a character for herself. Not for a show or anything, just for fun at parties.
My name's Shelby White, Little Dyke. That's my full name, by the way. Shelby White, Little Dyke, from Kangaroo, Pennsylvania. I eat candy wrappers, and I'm head over heels in love with Hedy Lamarr.
She sounds like fun.
She was.
You were saying something about the first time she told you.
Yes, first time she told me.
I have something to tell you.
What is it?
Well, I've been thinking, and for a while I've been considering, I'm a woman.
And a beautiful one at that.
Thank you, but I know that you're gay and you've always been gay, that's always been your identity, but maybe we can figure
Apparently not completely gay. The smile she gave me, I had never seen one quite like it from her.
And she chose the name Zelda.
Yeah, we workshopped several names. Michelle was too tame. Treasure was a little too out there for her. So she landed somewhere near the middle of the road. Zelda.
It's a lovely name.
She was a lovely woman.
So you identified as a gay man before she came out. What about now?
It all seems wrapped up together, doesn't it? If I tell my friends I'm bisexual or whatever, then they might ask questions or assume things I'm not ready for them to assume.
But at the same time,
The love of my life was a woman. To myself, secretly, I'm comfortable with the word queer, but I haven't gotten much more specific than that. Not that I have to.
and how did Zelda identify?
Yeah, she said the lesbian thing a lot. She always said she was a...
newfound bisexual goddess.
She identified as gay before.
She did. She was always very clear. She kept saying,
Don't worry, David. Bags and dykes have been falling in love and having sex with each other since the dawn of time. This is nothing new.
I've never heard you put it that way before.
no, I always found power and comfort in slurs. I had to do some soul searching to decide if someone other than a strictly gay man could call himself a fag. I decided I could. But it was a time of transformation for both of us in some ways, though obviously her more than me.
Did she ever go out as a woman?
No. But we tried a few things at home. Makeup, dresses, her new name. It was like our little secret. She had wanted to tell the world eventually. She never got the chance. Now either I do, or it dies with her.
Sometimes there are no right answers.
Still have to make a choice.
No right answers sometimes mean there are no wrong ones either.
I don't understand.
She means you can't mess this up.
But what if...
But what if what, dummy? What if I didn't want you to tell everybody? Well, I didn't. I meant to tell them myself, but I can't now, so you have to do it.
I want people to know who you really were, but...
But you don't know that it's your story to tell. Well, it is now, so tell it.
I don't know what to say.
That's why you came to see a therapist.
I guess.
Do you really want to misgender me for the rest of your life?
It kills me every time. Going to your funeral was hard enough. Every wrong pronoun, every old name was like an additional needle prick.
So tell my story the way I never could.
This is just like the end of Into the Woods, you know.
That's
Right.
That's solidarity, baby.
To the very end.
You've got this. Whatever you choose, you will be okay. And if she's with us in some way or another, she will be too.
She's not. But I still like to imagine her.
And you do with the one we've lost.
I think I have to tell the world. They need to know the story of my wife, who she really was.
They already know who she was. This is just greater context.
That's a good way to think about it.
That's what I'm here for.
Would it be weird to have a second funeral, one where she gets properly gendered and named?
It's a little unusual, but there are no rules against it.
Good. I think she'd like that.